Hi friends, in the previous video we have seen the validations of the form, right? Now in this output what we'll try to do is, now we are adding the validations here, and now when we are creating this project we need to add this one in the projects list. Okay, so now I need to add this one in the projects list. How we can add that one in the projects list, we will see now. We'll see that now. Now here I am having UL, so what I will try to do is, I will try to take this one and I will try to add it here as an ID of projects list. Okay, so this is the projects list I am having. Now what I will try to do is, I will try to create a new class for this one. So we will do all the thing through the object oriented programming only. So I will create project list. So this is the project. So we need to list all the projects, right? So that is the reason I have project list I have kept. Now I will add a constructor for this one. Okay, now what I need to do is, so I will create a render projects. Okay, so I need to render all the projects, right? So I will keep the render projects. Okay, so this one is a, I think this one is a private function. Now first I want to catch the UL element. So how can I get that one? Constant list element is equal to document dot get element by ID of projects list. Okay, so this is the projects list, right? So projects list, and also what I will try to do, that one as an HTML UL list element. So I got the element. So somehow what I need to do, whatever the project is added here, I need to add it directly at the bottom of the project list. So how can we add? So here we will be having the project input. In this instance we will be having the project input. So that means here in this what we can say, gather input, not gather input, gather user input. So which one is calling this one? So here in the submit handler you are having the title, description, and whenever the user adds this one, so this method will be executed, submit handler. So how can I get this data into this project list? So there will be two methods to approach. Actually, two methods of approaching we can do. One thing is, instead of creating object for every instance, we will create a what I can say, singleton pattern. So instance, all the time when we try to create an object project input for that one, we will be getting only one instance. So that for that instance you will be having all the data. So that is first approach. Or otherwise, second approach is, so all the things, so mostly in the Angular, React, Vue.js and everything. So the concept will be, there will be one state at the top which will be managing all the data, and if you want to get any data or anything, you will be getting from that state. Okay, so all the data, what are the things you will be using in this project, you will be having in one place. So whenever you want to add a data, you will be adding into there, and whenever you want to get the data, you can get from that there. So we will go through the second approach. Okay, so what I will try to do is, here I will go to the top, and here, so I will try to create a project state. Okay, so I am maintaining the project state here. So I want to make this one as an in single instance only. So whenever a user asks this project state, I will give them only single instance. So for that one, what I will try to do, I will try to create a private static instance. Okay, which is of type project state. Okay, which is of type project state. Now it will be a private constructor. You cannot create an instance for this one, and here you want to call this private static get instance. You will call the private static get instance. So get instance, so if this dot instance, if it is already present, you will return that instance, you will return this dot instance, and if instance is not there, means I will create this dot instance is equal to new project state. Okay, and I will return that instance. Okay, so this is the way I have created. So I will create a global variable so that it will maintain that one. So project state of type project state is equal to instead of a project state dot get instance. Okay, so what I will write is, we will remove this one automatically, it will take, right? Project state dot what I can do, get instance. What is the reason it's not coming? Get instance. So I will try to get the get instance here. So as it is in a private thing, so we should not make this one as a private. So static get instance. So project state dot get instance. So whenever a user wants to get this one, he'll get the get instance. So this one I can use this one everywhere. So now here we will hold the projects. So I will keep private projects. Whatever the project is added here, I will try to keep the project. It is a project of type array, and I will keep this one. Okay, now in these projects we need to add it. So we will add a condition. We will add a method public. See public add project. So this one will take a title of type string and description of type string, and another one what it will take, people of type number. So these three parameters it will take, and here I will try to create a project. So how can I create project is equal to new project. I need to create a project, new project, new project. What is the type name? Here we are having new project, right? So here we will be having new project. Yeah, okay, we will be having new project of what could be the project. I can do title. I can send, instead of writing it here, we will write it down so that the class is not reflecting. So we can mention it down here so that we will be having. So now we will be having everything. New project, and here new project. So we need to get a new project. Why is not showing it here? New. So here why it is not showing here? We are getting, now we are getting, I think. Now I need to send ID. So ID is what I will try to do is math.random. I will take math.random. So for the timing I will take math.random.toString. Okay, and another one is I need to send title. Okay, we have the title, and description. We have the description, and people. We have the people, and the status. Every time we add the project, we will keep it as active only. So project status dot active, we can take the active. So this is the project we have created, and we will try to add this one in the this dot projects dot push of this project. Okay, I will push this project into the projects list. So now when we need to call this add project, whenever the user clicks on that button, we need to click on this add project, so that we will create a new project, and we will add this one into the projects array. So that whenever we want the projects data, we can access this variable, so that we will get all the projects that has been added in the form. So now I need to call this add project, where I need to call when the submit handler is clicked. So here I can go to the submit handler. Here I will be having the submit handler. Here we are having title, description, and people, right? So here we can call project. So we are already having this project state dot add project. We will be having this add project. I need to send the title, description, description, and the people, so that project will be created. Okay, so the project will be created. Now here project state I have added. Now I need to know, whenever we add a project, okay, automatically we need to get an alert here. Okay, we need to get an alert here, that so that project has been added. So what I will try to do is, I will try to create a listener here. Okay, now we will try to add a before its declaration. Okay, fine. So we will add this one down, this will add it down here. Okay, now what I will try to do is, where is our project state? Yeah, here is our project state. Here I will try to add a listeners. So that means nothing but what I can say. So here I will be having the listeners. So this is how we will be maintaining in the Angular also. Listener, it's type of listener. I will make it as an error. So listener type, what it will be having is, I will create a type listener is equal to, it will be in such a way that it will take the projects, okay, of project, and it will return, and it will have the void. So it is a type function type, okay. So we have a listener. Now here we have the projects, it is a projects of project, and we have listeners, okay. So this is the type listener we have implemented. Now what I will try to do, we have declared is an array. Now listeners is there. So whenever we add a project, we immediately invoke all the listener functions present inside this listener array. So what I will do, so project is added, and immediately for constant listener function of listeners, okay, so I have this dot listeners, right, this dot listeners. So what I will try to do, I will try to add listener function of, I will try to send the projects. So all the projects present here, I will try to send here. So now this listener function, what I need to do is, so whenever we are calling this project list, so project list is there, right, in this constructor, itself, okay, what I will try to do is, here I will try to call the project state dot add listener. So I am trying to add a listener. So we are not having add listener, so I think I made it as a private, I think. So where we are having this one, so we didn't have the add listener method, so I will try to create add listener. So we need to add a listeners, right, so it will take listener, so something like it could be of type listener, which is a function, okay. So what I will try to do here, this dot listeners dot push of listener, I will push the listener here, okay. So now this, I will try to call this add listener, and I will try to push the function. So whenever a project is added, that function will be invoked. So here add listener is there. So here I am trying to add a anonymous function. So I will be getting the projects here of type project, okay. So now of type project, here what I will try to do, I will try to render the projects. So before rendering the projects, I will create here assigned function, assigned projects. So projects, so what are assigned here, I will create it as an array of type project. Here I can create like take of type project. Here what I will do is, I will do this dot assigned projects is equal to, I can do the projects, okay. Now what I will do, render projects. In this render project, what I can do is, so we got the assigned projects. So here I will try to loop over the constant project of assigned, this dot assigned projects. I can loop over each project, and I can do, what I can do is, first I will so this is a UL element, so I need to create each LI element, and I need to assign the title here. So what I can do here, so first I will try to create a list item. List item is equal to document dot create element of li. I can create the element, and what I can do is, list item dot inner HTML is equal to project dot title. I can give the project dot title, okay. This is the type I can give, and what I will do is, so for this list el, I will try to append the child of list item. So I will try to append the list item. So I am adding each li element. So I am looping over the each project. I am creating an li element. I am adding the project title to that li element. I am appending to this ul element. So now this is the project list. Now let's try to create the project list. So now constant project list is equal to new project list. So this is the thing. So now whenever we create an object, here the constructor will be created. Here you will be having a listener. Whenever the projects is added, please send me the projects, the thing we are saying, and the render projects, automatically we are running the projects. Now let's try to see the output here. If I try to see the output, I am refreshing the page, so no problem. I am trying to add project 1, and here I will remove description and I will add to Harry. So I will click here. Automatically project 1 is added here. See. So whenever I click here, so whenever I click on this one, so what it will try to do is it will try to add a project. So here if you see here, it will try to add the project into the project state. From the project state we are having only one instance site. Already we have added a listener, so that whenever a project is added, please execute this method. We have written a function something like that. Okay, so whenever the function is executed, automatically assign projects and render projects will come automatically to run. And here I will try to add again another project 2 here, and I will try to create. But here one problem is there, one bug we got one problem. So again the project 1 is added here. So we can assume that here what it is happening is again render projects is assigning. Here we are appending the child. So again render projects means we will get all the projects here. So include the project. So this time we will get 2 projects. So another time if you try to add it here, project 3, you will get the 3 projects and all those things will be appended instead of refreshing this one. See. So what we can do here, one thing what we can do is we can loop, we can check a condition here that whether the element is already added or not. If the element is already added, please skip off this one, add the new project, or otherwise what that could be a somewhat complex thing. So performance issue also it will be there. So instead of that one, what we can do is here before continuing the loop, we can create list HTML dot inner HTML. So the inner HTML what is present, we will empty this one. So that means whenever we are rendering this one, so all the times UL will become empty. So here when I am adding this new project here, UL will become empty and this project will be added. Now if I add another project, see, so in this way we can add, we can render the, we can add the project in the form. So we can add any data, so it can be any data. Okay, create a project, create a post, or create a restaurant, create a product, create a category, create a subcategory, and all those things. So whatever the things you want, you can do like this, and you can add the you can add it dynamically here. Okay, so we have achieved this one through object oriented programming through the TypeScript. Now in the next video what we'll do is we'll try to do another task, something like we will have active projects and also finished projects. Whenever the user has so create that one, so it will come into the active projects list. Whenever the user completed that project, he can drag that project into the finished block so that the project will be finished. Okay, so we'll try to achieve that concept in the next video. If you like, if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comment below to this video, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.